from the longtime home of the Halos, we've got baseball from Orange County, California. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
And now,
Angels baseball comes your way next.
Los Angeles Angels.
Alex Cobb gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Ready now is Ramon Lauriano. He will lead this one off today. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton's under it. Makes the play, one away.
Batting second.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
In now, Tony Kemp. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
At the plate now, Matt Chapman. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That is good.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Kemp leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland. A's 0. Angels coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Frankie Montas is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So here is David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pinder settles under it, and there's one gone.
Batting second.
Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Into the box, Shohei Ohtani. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now to the plate, Mike Trout. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Down the left field line and deep, and it's a foul ball. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Second inning set to go, and striding forward the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't, one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy. Now a flare out toward right center. Fletcher backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting 8th.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
So now to the plate, Chad Pinder. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Hit hard up the middle. He He's got it to Iglesias for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. And stepping in, Anthony Rendon for his career in this matchup, batting at an even .400. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Gloved by Lowry. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, folks, I'm locking in today on Ramon Lauriano. His calling card, 2018, he burst on the scene for the Oakland A's with one of the best throws I've ever seen in Anaheim, throwing an absolute rocket to first base to snag an out right there. Focus on him. I guarantee you he makes a play in this one.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
So stepping in is Jared Walsh. They'll be trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished with a 4-for-5 line at the plate. And it's fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swinging a soft liner. Go on to Olsen, will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3 and move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to Anaheim, where the hometown Halos have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the pitching mound this season. And looking at their stats, it's safe to say they've got plenty of swing and miss stuff, as they come into this one ranked first in the league in strikeouts. One member of the pitching staff told me it's one of the best he's been a part of, at least in terms of pure talent. He said every guy brings something special to the mound, and they have a lot of fun feeding off each other. He added, if one guy strikes out 10, I want to strike out 11. We're always trying to best each other. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Now batting, number 22.
At the plate, Ramon Lauriano. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Standing in now, Tony Kemp. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Lowry at second. Lauriano on at first with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there. Turn throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So the next to bat will be Matt Chapman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
2 balls and a strike now. Third inning, no score to this point. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Upton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Now batting.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known
Matt.
for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. 2 out with the man at first. Into right field, that's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. That was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat. Into the box now, Mitch Moreland. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. 2 out, bases loaded. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Oakland is on top in this one, 1-0. At the plate now is Kurt Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. swing and a liner. And the Halos have their first hit of the game. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to let that leadoff guy get on?
Not
Boy, every pitcher, you want to get that first guy out, D-Roy. Your chances of scoring runs are so much more slim when you get that first guy out. Traffic on the bases, now you have to pitch out of the stretch. It's never easy for the pitcher.
In now, Jose Iglesias hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
One out, runner at first, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Ready with the 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And that's through for a hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pinder comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. The set and the 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's set the 3-1. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Hit in the air down the right field line.
Heading after it is Piscotty.
He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Angels strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy, as we begin the top of the 4th. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Outside.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Fowler giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Good time now to check out the Angels Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves of late. Into the box, Chad Pinder. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. ShowTrack tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can.
At the plate now, Jet Lowry. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
To the plate now, Ramon Lauriano. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Now, you don't have to be a genius to figure out what the plan of attack is. It is ambush city on this guy. 2 hits on back-to-back pitches, and this guy comes unglued.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And that one yanked just foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Two pitches fouled away. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Line drive base hit.
The batter, number 5.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate, Tony Kemp. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To Iglesias for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Kemp is off of first with 2 away. Drilled right back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Dan, it seems like they've had his number all game long.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Standing in now, Matt Olson. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mitch Moreland.
In now, Mitch Moreland. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 3 runs already home here. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The A's lead it 4-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left.
The batter, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon. Sent on the ground out to second. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
The left fielder, number 10, Justin.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. They trail here 4-0. Jaime Barria, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. And a bouncing ball, foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
All even now, 2-2. And this is line hard to deep left. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have gotten lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
At the plate now, Chad Pinder. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Brown.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he clobbers this one, but this is going to be a foul ball as it clears the wall. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here's another 1-2. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Through first and hustling for second. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And that is swung on and missed by Suzuki. He's down on strikes for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And that'll bring in Ramon Lauriano. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nope.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Standing in now, Tony Kemp. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The run scores from second, now a 5-0 lead.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
In now, Matt Chapman. And that misses 2-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Two and 2 the count. Kemp leads off second with nobody out. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 22 on the year, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Jose Quintana gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Matt Olson. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Next to hit is Mitch Moreland. He bounced out last time up. 1 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Hops this one up. Rendon onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Piscotty.
Next to stand in is Stephen Piscotty. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
At the plate now, Sean Murphy. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Quintana sets. Here it is. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Hey, I know that ball just pushed foul just a little bit to deny him of a home run, but he has to feel good about his approach at the plate. Stayed inside the baseball and drove it the other way with power.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Angels nothing. So the batting order turns over now and set to go David Fletcher. He flew out in his last AB. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches at the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
The 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There's Kemp to handle it, and that's the first out of the inning. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Next, it'll be Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Mike Trout. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Down the left field line and deep. And foul. Here now the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a drive to left by Trout. This one's got a chance. Gone! solo home run here for Mike Trout. Number 26 for him on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Cole Irvin will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. To the plate now, Anthony Rendon. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the A's 7 and the Angels 1. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Chad Pinder. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. One out, nobody on. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now. Ramon Lauriano will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now at the plate, Ramon Lauriano. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
So now to the plate, Tony Kemp. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
The 1-2. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. To second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman, and he fouls this one off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A's strand a couple. They're on top 7-1. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, Justin Upton. Fastball well outside. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
So next to bat will be Jared Walsh. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The 3-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there. I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Piscotty is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jose.
Digging in next,
Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias. No hits to this point. Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels leave 1. They're down 7-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. fouled off. And it's fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Next up for the A's, Mitch Moreland. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bases are empty, one man out. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland. Stephen Piscotty will be next. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Once again, a 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
So now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on top 7-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. 1-2 pitch coming to Fowler. Popped up, and there's the first out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Next up is David Fletcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Kemp ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
At the plate, Shohei Ohtani. And it misses. 3-1 now.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Angels are gone in order. They're down 7-1. Mike Mayers comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. stepping up is Sean Murphy. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
One and two, here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The 2-2. One out, nobody on. This is foul right side.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Fowler to the track. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
In now, Jed Lowry. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit to short, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 22.
Now to bat, Ramon Lauriano. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Trout at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. It's the A's 8 and the Angels 1. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Swing and a line drive. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through a base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
To the plate now, Justin Upton. Ball taken there, 2-1 now. All even at 2-2. Rendon gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And
next for the
watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Jared Walsh. Hot shot down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Runners on first with one down. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Athletics led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Frankie Montas earns his 8th victory of the season. Alex Cobb was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.